So Starman is behind Own the Day.
Right.
Okay.
Starman is hosting workshops.
Right.
Starman is doing podcasts. You know, so it's like I can almost separate from the brand but still be building it.
3, 2, and 1. We are live. What's up, everyone? How you doing?
What's
Brandon?
up, dude? I'm back.
Good to see you.
I'm back.
Glad to have you back on the payroll. I know it's been a while,
Oh,
but
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we got you back.
Yeah.
You know, you've been out on vacation, going to art shows. Look at you, bro. Looks like you went to Coachella twice in a row.
I did, dude. Underground Coachella, dude. All the elites.
How have you been?
Been good, man. Just
Yeah?
been grinding, dude. Work.
We missed you.
Missed you too, man.
Hey, your family,
Always.
always got your back. You always be an ATG boy.
Always, dude.
If you can make it, great. If you can't,
Yeah.
I got you, bro. So, everyone, this is episode 40. Huge milestone. Huge milestone.
Dude, too.
You know what's hilarious is I honestly thought it was episode... What did I say?
You
I'm
said
like, it's
30.
episode 30. I'm like, yo, it's episode 30, dude. We made it. Dude, look at how far we came. Sure enough, 40. So that just shows
The 40 shorties,
where we've
dude.
taken this podcast, guys. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this candle right here, the one that we usually use, is literally destroyed. So as about maybe 30 seconds ago, this thing literally caught fire, blew up, and almost lit the house on fire. And that's because of our guest. He's too hot for this show. He's already burning the house down. Frankie Armenta.
On the day.
What's up, my boy?
Let's go, man.
How you doing, man?
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah,
brother.
welcome to the table, Frankie.
Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you guys
Sure.
for having me.
So Frankie chose the Faces by Mac Miller. How can you not love this mixtape, right?
Yeah, I think my favorite song's New Faces Volume 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
with
that's
Earl.
your song.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yep.
Dang, Earl Sweatshirt.
Earl Sweatshirt.
That guy's he's been like underground for a while, huh? Hell yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
one of
you
my
went in ear for
favorites.
years.
We were kind of talking like this is like when Mac was in like one of his, probably lowest places, but he made one of the most craziest, beautiful creations,
Yeah.
Literally.
That's what's sad about like artists, bro. It's like when they're going through their darkest time, that's when they create like the most beautiful stuff.
I think my first collection growth. Dude, I was a sad boy, homie.
Were you?
I was.
That was the green shirt, right?
That was the shirt that had like the flowers kind of going through it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, I was really going through it. But that was one project that really put me on the map. As
Yeah.
far as,
Yeah. I'm sure you have like mixed feelings about it because like at that time you're like, dang, I was going through it. But then it almost also probably makes you look at like the positive in everything,
There's definitely a lot of growth.
Because there's
in it.
something good that comes out of every
Yeah.
hardship, and that's probably a perfect example of it.
Facts. And it was cool because like putting my expression and my situations into the art to be expressed.
Right.
And then looking at it later, it's like, oh,
That hurt.
or like not even that. It's just like, oh, that's what I was heard about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, now look what we're doing.
Yeah.
Like things are
Yeah.
so much bigger now. And,
Moving
like,
forward.
the ideas get bigger and the projects get bigger.
Yeah.
You just kind of keep going.
So for those of you guys that don't know, those of you listeners to the podcast, so Frankie, he's actually owner of the brand Own the Day,
Yep.
That's
which
facts.
is graphic art,
T-shirts.
but mainly apparel, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously graphic art and apparel coincide with each other,
Yeah.
but you take full ownership of all of that,
Yeah,
right?
1000%. The
That's
graphics
awesome.
from any graphic you've ever seen is literally gone through my laptop.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Facts.
that's-
I remember the first time that I ever heard about Own the Day, or even knew it was a thing, was literally like I think it was right after the day we shot our first podcast ever, which was like 2.5 years
Yeah,
ago.
that time.
Remember
frame
you
was
took me
crazy.
to that art show,
Yeah.
the Diego's?
Yeah. Diego said, "Hey, come by," and I was like in a house.
Yes, it was in like a
There's all kinds
house.
of vendors set up.
That was such a. dope
I
time.
didn't meet you that day, but he met you,
Right.
and he sold me your brand. So before I even met you, he like gave me a little sticker, and he's like, "Dude,
My
this
man.
guy." He's like, "I'm
Got you,
telling you,"
dude.
he's like, "This guy, he's all this brand Own the Day." He's like, it just made perfect sense. He's all even has it tatted on his arm,
Yeah.
like this guy's
Well,
true to his brand. You
Yeah,
know?
that was the thing when I saw like that was the first time I've actually got out into like one of those like art finds in
Yeah.
the scene, And I saw like don't get me wrong, everyone has dope shit.
Yeah.
But what stood out to me about Frankie and his brand on the day was you could tell when someone's authentic about it, you know? And a lot of people were just selling something I felt like it was more of like, maybe their heart was in it, but a lot of those people didn't feel like they were all in, you know? And then I was like, well, that's cool. Like, they have dope stuff. But
for sure.
when I met him and we just had a conversation, it was more like, I could see where he's heading.
Like, he sold you who he was more than, like, you know.
But it wasn't even like a sell. Like, it didn't feel like a pitch.
Yeah,
it felt like it was a real conversation.
Right.
I like that.
A lot of people won't even interact with anyone that's in front of them. It's just like...
One of my first pop-ups ever at C&M Science Building, C Building, right? It was like with the...
Shout out C&M.
Sun Dogs. Sun Cats, right?
Yeah.
Sun Dogs.
Got my associates from there, yo.
Yo, but like, real shit, like, the first pop-up, like... it was in Science Building, so it was throughout a day of school. So there was passing periods, there was, you know, all that type of stuff.
Like a lot of traffic, a lot of just people rolling in and out.
And I remember at the time, my thing was my old laptop. I connected my mom's old ass projector screen, and I would design on the spot.
Nice.
So that's kind of my thing. Like, I could get people from across the room to at least watch what I'm doing. So that was kind of
to raise
cool
the
thing.
question, like, yo, what are you working on?
Like, what is he doing? Like,
yeah.
So that's kind of like my thing with that. But the biggest thing I learned was people don't know how to communicate.
No.
Like, people don't know how to, like,
break the ice.
With my experience and like how long I've been doing this and what I've just like endured in life, I can go up to someone and be like, hey, I need help. Hey, I need directions. Hey, how are you doing? Like, I can talk to people. That what I noticed that day is like, bro, I would literally just hand out stickers and people would like be weird or like I'd be like, hey,
not even know how to say no politely.
Dude, it's the craziest thing. So I learned to, you know, adapt to each
pull out
person.
the hand sanitizer.
Straight up, not this was pre-COVID, man. Like, that wasn't even a thing.
I forget that there was pre-COVID.
You know, it's you gotta know how to communicate. For
yeah,
sure.
man.
It was and that was the biggest thing. Like even after like we got into the scene and saw my Ito's and other pop-up shops, like your brand was like, it felt more of like it wasn't a sell. And I talked to other people and it was like, hey, like, this is a shirt I just designed, man. Like, you know, like trying to sell me on it. This was more of like authentic.
I appreciate that.
And then when he told me like how he came up with the brand was I was like, I could get behind this. I could see it.
Because it's a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
It's not just a logo or a symbol.
Nah,
it's
man.
when you wear that, it represents a way of living, right?
Yeah, dude. Well, On the Day came about because I was in a tough spot, probably like the lowest point, I'd say. That shit's corny, but like,
no, that's true.
I feel like I was at a point where obviously I wasn't doing anything, but me being who I was at the time, this is probably 2018. I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna do this thing. Like, I was tired of the shirts I was wearing. You know, like when your mom or aunties buy you shirts for Christmas, I wasn't rocking that crap, bro. So I was like, let me make my own t-shirts because I know people need t-shirts, right? So I was like, I want to teach myself how to screen print, and we'll go from there. Long story short, like, the startup for the brand was only like under 150, you know, so the startup was like, it was a go. You know, I got the screen printer for free. I was buying shirts from Walmart.
Screen printer?
Yeah, I got the whole thing for free.
Oh yeah.
And then my computer, I was about to invest like $1,000, and I got it for $150. So initially, all I bought to start the brand was the initial computer.
Damn.
And
it's almost like it laid itself right before you.
Yeah, the computer came later because I can draw, right? But so I can only draw so much. So taught myself how to screen print. I'm selling hundreds of shirts online, bro. Like, I don't got no fucking website. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, word. I ain't got no website, bro. Like, I don't got. All I got is DMs. Hit the DMs, right? Selling hundreds of shirts. Walmart tees, bro.
That's where
like,
we're at right now,
like,
my Brennan.
Like ugly shirts. I was selling and I was flipping it.
That's sick.
But the goal was to get my name out there. So like 6, 7, 8 months in, I was like, I need to get with the graphics. Like, these drawings aren't cutting it. Like, well, they were, but like I knew I had to push. And
that's just you being intuitive, you know.
Yeah.
Facts. I was just telling Kiana this earlier. Like, it's okay to be like not like never be satisfied in somewhat or some way, you know? Because once you're over satisfied or once you're super content, you know, then you stop growing.
Yeah.
And you never want to stop growing in life ever. And if it's something you're super passionate about, you don't want that tree to ever stop growing, right?
No, right.
No.
So that's like good that you were recognizing those things right away.
Early, bro. You know, so I got the laptop, taught myself how to graphic design. This is 2018. And the whole reason, you know, I don't know, you guys probably didn't follow at the time, but Own the Day was originally Wake and Create. It was like my creative page, right? Okay. So I just started this page, I'm selling t-shirts, right? But then I was going through such a hard time. It's crazy how I don't want to put the focus on a girl or a relationship, but every time I go through a heartbreak of some sort, the motivation level just fucking rises, bro. Yeah. So some shit happened, right, with the ex-girlfriend, and it really put in my head to like just go for it, like fuck it. I was tired of looking in the mirror every day, like just simp, bro.
Like, just do this for you, you know?
Homie, like nobody likes a pushover. You know what I mean? I like to stand on my ground. You know what I mean? And
I got what you're saying.
I'll never forget. I remember looking at myself in the mirror that day, and I was like, I need change. I need to do this, and I'm gonna do this. So I got the computer right. So I got all this shit, and Own the Day to revamp. Own the Day began because it was a day-to-day thing. I was just trying to get to tomorrow. Do what I needed to do today so that opportunity tomorrow exists. Right. So that day-to-day lifestyle, like, all we got is right now.
We can't sink.
The moment, or the concept of Own the Day and the quote was, like, really hitting. And it was just, like, it made sense. And I think I trademarked it in 2019.
Dang. So it must have been right after.
Yeah,
you must have trademarked
definitely,
it
like,
right after we
saw, like 6 months later.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so to go back to your point, it was never a sell because all the messages are like shit I go through. So like sometimes I hate when people are like, some people might look at it as like a corny inspirational thing or but it's like things that help me get through my day. So like it's never a sell. It's always like this is what I go through.
And
shit.
You know what's funny? Like at that time, 2019, I was going through kind of the same thing.
We all were.
Yeah, me and him.
That's the whole reason me and Brandon got so close too. Same thing as you.
Yeah.
So it was almost like we were rediscovering ourselves all at the same time.
Yeah.
So it was like we're all, and it's crazy that it came full circle.
Right.
We were all rooted at the same time.
Right.
And then now look at, you know, how far branches have grown. Yeah, you know, all in different ways.
It's crazy.
But at the same time, we were just like, we're just gonna go for it. You know, we don't. No one knows what tomorrow brings.
That's so funny,
but like
bro.
you said, you're gonna do what you can to own the day. And whenever you were just describing your story, I was literally just thinking of like a future commercial on the TV of like someone going through like that and looking in the mirror and saying, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna own today.
But you know what's funny?
Like
bro?
really, like I just envisioned that. I don't know,
but that's like
you gotta make that happen one day, bro.
Dude,
we need to make that.
But that's why I'm laughing, dude, because
we're not gonna have him be the actor.
Hey, yo, I'm the actor.
Shit.
No, but real, like on the real, dude. That's why I think it's so funny, like the parallels.
Yeah.
Because we're in the same boat. Like when I talked to you, dude, I was like in the same boat, dude. Like I need to do something. I need change. I just need
something to put your energy into. And that's like gonna provide growth.
Yeah, exactly. And when you told me that, dude, like I didn't even know it was like with the relationship or whatever. But like we talked and you're like, yeah, dude, it's about day to day, like it's about the now. And I was like, I like that perspective. At the same time, though, it was funny that I guess I didn't realize until now was we're in the same boat, dude. We're like, he's like, let's do a podcast. And I was like, I'm down to do a podcast. And he was like, should we do it though? Should we not? And I was like, dude. We went on a hike. I remember we did a float tank or whatever. We went on a hike, and I was like, "Dude, we need to do this."
Yeah, okay.
Like it was like 2 weeks before we met you, dude.
Yeah.
So when we met you, we had only done a pilot episode. So this is like after we did it,
right?
And we were like, we're gonna just call it pilot because we don't know if we're gonna follow through with this. So we were like just hanging out on the scene.
That's hilarious.
We were second guessing ourselves, like, should we do this again? And you know, who knows, man? Your guys' little convo might have helped because he was part of the reason that kept me going. Because I was second guessing myself probably more than him.
Yeah, and I think people like. I think there's a security net there when you're working with somebody.
Yeah,
but I'm also at a point where I mean, I do everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I don't depend on nobody, but I also don't have a key source to bounce ideas off of or XYZ. I do have a team, and they do give me all the feedback I need, but an on-hand creator as well. The idea of it's kind of, it would have to depend on the project, XYZ, but I definitely like, it's just like school project, bro. I like just fucking solo dolo in the project. And just
dude, it's good to do it your own way sometimes.
But something like this, I would definitely have somebody.
But for sure.
Yeah, I think that's why we work well together, is because we kind of are on the same page on a lot of things. And if one of us have like a dumbass idea, like, oh, hey, dude, it's stupid.
Hey, it's good, and you need that honesty. Like, you need the bad ideas out the way.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm never afraid to spit out a crazy idea.
For sure, and I think that's what like kind of gives us longevity, is that we're family. So it's like we're never gonna wrong each other, out each other. I might tell this guy to stop playing with stuff during the podcast because he's always doing
I can't believe that broke, for real. Like, that's crazy.
Dude, give me that. This guy's like a freaking kindergarten teacher in the principal's office.
I'm a fidgeter, dude.
Fuck. You guys ever been sent to the principal's office?
A couple times.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm like that one kid with the pen, dude. I'm the kid with always twiddling a pen in class.
Oh, yeah. I'm always drawing in class.
Yeah, you know that one kid that doesn't look at you straight? And he has no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, I know a couple of those people.
No, but Frankie, hey, so when you first came here, you know, you gave us a little gift, right? You gave us a little gift, and
I did give you a gift.
And you know, we kind of made a little exchange, and I wanted to show you, like, you know, how far along I've been following you, bro, and I busted out that hoodie for you.
That's crazy. I forgot I made that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Remember that hoodie that we wore at Lake Tahoe?
Simple black one.
Yeah, that he said that he doesn't even have one right now.
I never had one. Like,
really?
Yeah, I didn't have one.
I was like, dude, I feel bad. I was
dude, and you got all kinds of compliments on that.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's just fly. I mean,
I was telling everyone in Lake Tahoe, I'm like, my boy Frankie on the day. Yeah. Oh, you gotta follow him.
It's funny because like I'll probably never do that design ever again, but like I love it for
dude,
what it was.
It's always gonna have a part in you.
We're on that little white bus, dude, going up to the festival, dude, and
it wasn't a short bus. I swear.
Yeah, no.
Actually,
it might have been.
Dude, dude, like we met these. I hated it, dude. I hate people from entitled people of California. We're from the Bay, but where do you get your hoodie? And he's like, dude, my boy makes this on the day, and he gave him their Instagram. Dude. Those chicks didn't shut the hell up.
Hey,
to be honest,
as long as they're talking about Starman,
they were, dude. Hey, they were like, hey, like, I don't know if they did or anything, but he gave, like, I think. And then they gave it to like whoever their group was, and I was like at least like half the bus.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, we sold it, bro. You know how it is, bro.
Yeah,
where we come from, we help each other out.
Right.
And we don't even got to be best friends, but if we grow from the same roots, we're gonna help each other out.
That's love.
So that's what it's all about, you know.
Facts.
These people over there, like,
do they miss their on the day?
They're like, unless you know Chris Brown, don't talk to me.
No,
we're out there sawing them.
Dude, but yeah, dude, it was cool, dude. It was cool to see like your design, like actually, they loved it, dude. I was like,
yeah, it's crazy to see how people like react to new stuff. Like I always can't wait when I go to an event. I know I got some new shit that nobody's seen
for sure.
And it's cool to. I kind of know my crowd, so I already know who's gonna fuck with what. I already know who's gonna gravitate towards what. But it's cool when someone's like, "Damn, I like all of them." And that's when you know you got one.
Yeah, for sure.
What I mean, so with this new collection I got, man,
I got a little sneak preview.
Numbers.
Man. I was telling you.
Real shit. Like I think
this guy's about to make the block hot pretty soon.
The block is about to be hot, and I've been working on this master plan for like months, and
just wait till you see it, bro.
It's just like
I want the first jump.
Not even the teaser. It's like the rollout, like how it's about the execution. Because, like, before, I've just released online. Right, we can't do that.
The way that you were telling me, like, just, I mean, I don't know how much we can even talk about, but just the way that you laid it out for me, just, I haven't seen anyone doing that, especially from around here.
Like, what do you mean?
Just as far as the rollout.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's my specialty.
Yeah, it's not all at once. You're going to get waves, and some of them you might not even be... Some of them might just come without any promotion. Hey, this is it.
Oh, dude, one of my biggest sellouts, I didn't even fucking promote it. I was pissed. Bro, like, I spent months putting stuff together sometimes, and it doesn't go as quick as I think sometimes, but it all goes.
Yep.
But then there'll be something like, you know what, I want to drop that today. I'll go back on my website, bing, 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 bing. I'm like, yo, they're already gone. been 3 hours. Like,
see, and that's from all those underground followers who want to get it, you know, before it even gets mainstream.
I guess I was kind of capping. I was like 24-hour online release.
Yeah, yeah.
I have them.
Hey,
yeah.
You gotta just.
Oh, dude,
hey, but that's you just playing with it, you know.
Yeah.
You're just playing with it. You seeing what works. You're seeing what doesn't. You're taking notes. Hey, this works. I might not use it for a couple years down the road, but I know this works.
Oh, dude, I have so many designs that I've been sitting on for years. And it's like they're still hot designs, but it's like they're either not finished or it's not the right time. Or the shut up and roll up sticker. I want to release that for 420 with the lighter.
That'd be dope.
I was gonna do a full on collection with that, but I think I want to just keep it a sticker and a lighter. And if people like it, maybe I'll release it next year again.
Yeah.
But it's like being the artist is cool because like you can literally do whatever you want.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like it's your content, right? You're pushing content. Those stickers are gonna stay at Anodyne forever. You know, they're gonna stay all around. That's your brand on the city. So in a way, it's like, you know, free advertisement. You put yourself out there.
I like when people.
I can't tell you. Wait, real quick. I can't tell you how many times I'm like taking a piss or something, and I'm like,
see it.
My boy. My man. Or at the snowboarding.
Yeah,
right?
I see it snowboarding, dude.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I like when people send me snaps of stickers. I don't know how they got there.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who put it there, but hey, I'll take it.
Knockouts. Just kidding.
Knockouts.
Hey, on the pole.
My homie was I love knockouts. I support local.
Hey,
it's like fuck.
It's like own the night.
It's for real. I've had so many people tell me to do that.
Nah,
that's funny.
Hey,
you can do whatever you want.
Make me feel like a rock star.
Dude, you are a rock star.
I like these.
Hell yeah. Those fit you perfect, man.
Facts.
You should just start repping those, dude.
I know.
Put your own little logo on the side. That'd be sick.
Dude.
Hey, but like, you know, we're talking about like, you know, how you have your fan base, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's people everyone knows, recognizes the brand. You know, but you kind of operate under another brand in a way as well, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like an alter ego. Something a little more underground. You want to touch base on that?
Yeah, so I'm introducing an entity / like my personal career journey type thing.
Oh yeah.
So let me tell you the story. He's got to come on. Let me tell you the story.
Oh no.
So craziest thing ever. I play a lot of pool, right?
Oh yeah.
Pool shark, and I go play at a unknown location, and I met some guy there, and his name's Joe T. We call him Uncle Joe, old cat, whatever.
That's pretty badass, dude.
Is he one of those ABQ OGs?
Nah, he's just pretty good at pool. But he had a gangster ass stick, and he's a very talkative person, so he was like conversating with us, and I was like who's this weird ass? Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, dude, like the pool stick's dope. We get to talking, and I was like, bro, like we should. He's good. I was like, we should like play. I'm like trying to learn, and so now we'll go like every other Sunday.
Yeah,
I've linked with him like a dozen times.
That's cool.
Since
That's cool, man.
But he calls me Starman.
That's
so he's all, hey Starman, let's go link up. Voicemails. It's hilarious.
You should save those.
So I was like, all right, whatever, that's cool. Like I'll take it. And fast forward, right? Let's fast forward like months. I get COVID during Christmas, right? So I don't have Christmas.
Damn.
But during quarantine, from the the goal is to do a design a day. Now that's a little excessive, but I think the part of a goal is to start it and like make progress. Even if you don't get all the way, you still got somewhere.
Yeah.
That's gonna lead to other things, right?
Yeah.
Even if you have a bunch of half projects down the road, you might have the other missing puzzle piece like 2 years from now.
That's why some stuff doesn't come out yet.
Right.
You know, so I think I'm on day 3 of quarantine. It's Christmas Day, and I was like, let me draw. I was like, what's on the board, right? And it was Starman, and I was like, I got the time. Let me see what it looks like on the graphic page, right? And I whip it up in like an hour. I came up with it pretty quickly, and I was like, fuck, that's pretty dope. Like, I like that. And let's backtrack a little bit. The whole reason why I wanted to start creating it, because I was like thinking about Starman, and I was like, this shit's cool. It's kind of corny. Like, I don't know what to do with it. but I really felt like I hold characteristics of a star. You know, being bright, being bold in the darkest of places, right? So it was like, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna embrace that. So now, Starman Originals is the graphic freelance creative world of me. So Starman is behind Own the Day.
Right.
Okay.
Starman is hosting workshops.
Right.
Starman is doing podcasts. You know, so it's like I can almost separate from the brand but still be building it, because the crazy part is the brand. I get clientele for graphics because my brand backs it up, but my graphics back up my brand.
Okay.
So it's this cool balance to where
and then it gives you that freedom to play too. You know.
Facts.
You don't want to stay. I mean, Own the Day isn't in a box at all. You could do whatever you want with that brand.
Right.
But Starman is who you identify with.
Starman.
Am I right?
It's beautiful.
So when you see Starman, it's super exclusive. You know, not a lot of people probably are aware of it.
Yeah, it's like almost some like MF Doom shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty dope.
Like I said, alter ego, but at the same time, it's an amazing logo. It's an amazing brand.
It's cool because like
and
people
it's
need
a
to
person.
relate to
It's
it.
like you put a brand into a person.
Exactly.
Own the Day is like a lifestyle. Starman is like an identity.
And I was pushing off creating a graphics page for so long. Like there was such a long period of time where I didn't post any of my creations because I was like, I don't want people to take my ideas, or just being like egotistic about it. I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm just start putting it out, and all the clients came because they could actually see my work now.
For sure.
So, oh man, Starman's like booked out all the time.
Yeah.
And I kind of choose when it's open and closed.
That's pretty cool, man.
Starman's a beautiful thing, man, but it's not even like started yet. It's just like right now the idea's there, the logo's there. I'm booked already, so I don't have to go far for clients.
See, and you're letting it grow organically.
Yeah.
You're not like Brandon said, you know.
Not pushing it.
Yeah.
It's just you don't know about it unless you ask about it.
Facts.
Or you won't know about it unless you stumble upon it.
That's right.
And that's like what's gonna make it so strong and powerful down the road. Because brands that grow like that, those are the ones who are like the most, you know, successful.
Like imagine this, right? Starman Workshop, sponsored by Own the Day.
Right.
Right? I do a little talk, whatever. Someone's like, "Who's Starman? Oh, he just left. I'll catch him next time."
Exactly.
But nobody knows who he looks like.
Right.
Nobody knows. So it's like I want to continue to push the idea of it because I think it's
That's
gonna
a pretty
be
cool
huge.
idea.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the new anti-hero of
Oh man.
Burke.
Starman.
I mean, of the world. Shoot.
Facts. It's like
It's a
Starman's
Starman
not
world.
even originated in Albuquerque. He's on Cloud 9 creating.
Dude,
like,
Starman is against the grain.
He's in the galaxy.
He's not mainstream, bro.
He's on the SpaceX with Elon.
Facts. Bitcoin going up.
I know.
Just
I got my
goes
money
for-
on Elon versus Putin.
Always about to bring out the Iron Man suit.
I guess so. I saw that tweet.
Hey, that's one thing that Elon didn't mention. He's got an Iron Man suit.
Who's to pull out a freaking AC/DC playing?
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what they listen to. That'd be interesting.
Oh man, I really I respect anyone who is willing. I mean, entrepreneurship, you always hear that all the time. But when you really think of the logistics of what it takes to be an entrepreneur,
It's a lot.
you could fall on your own sword.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
So if you're not putting in the work, it's going to show. If you are putting in the work, it's going to show. So it's like, it could go any way you want it to.
Right.
You know, sometimes if you're a part of a big major group, you can lack, no one will notice.
Right.
You know, so I respect the hell out of that.
Thanks, bro.
Because
It's
talk about taking a step of faith.
It's a day in, day out thing. Like I've been working part-time for almost 2 years, and I still work a job, but now with Starman building up,
You got it.
I can really, really start pushing that full-time creativity, which is not easy, and I will not rush that either. But it's possible, bro. Like you gotta live by your means, and I think it's so doable. And we all do what we want to do already. It's just what level do you want to be at doing it at?
Right.
Because I'm already doing graphics fucking 6 days out the week.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
Yeah.
So it's like the dream is already there. It's just okay. Now we want to charge this much for logos, and now we want to be doing album covers for. Oh, I did an album cover for CJ Fly Pro Air. Remember?
That's sick.
Let me tell you a story real quick. You know CJ Fly from Pro Era?
Yeah.
Gosh, oh, dude. You got Spotify?
I do.
Can you just go on your phone real quick? I don't have internet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on airplane mode.
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
Can we play Spotify song? Are we going to play a song right now?
No, I was just going to show you the cover.
Strike one.
Yeah, strike one.
So check this out, right? You go to his art cover. He has 100,000 monthly viewers, whatever. Like, I'm right here. I made that shit.
Dude, that's dope.
Let me see it real quick.
It's You the Type. And, so it's entrepreneurship is about persistency. Yeah, show him. CJ Fly, Starman shit. Serio. So let me tell you. So that's what Mongo Manny says. It's
I know,
funny.
As good as I can get it.
Yeah, dude. So I was reaching out to him for like a good year to do graphics. I was probably an annoying fan, whatever. Yeah. And he told me multiple times, he's like, I'm good on this shit. Like I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Like don't even send shit no more.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool, word. A year later, which is coming up on a year, he said, hey, I want all my fans to do my cover art. I have 10 songs, tag your homies. Well, my people went crazy for Starman, so Starman wasn't even alive back then, but he was being pushed, exactly. Right? And he hit me up because we've gone through DM multiple times, and the key is to get into their primary,
right,
and not their secondary, because if you hit them up, it's gonna show up. So I'm in, right? So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I'm ready. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
And one of the songs he gave me wasn't on that 10 song list. So I feel like he gave me maybe a special song just for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't get to hear the song. He
Either
just
way,
gave me a description. Homie. And all my homies, we grew up listening to this fool. So it was huge, right?
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I'm on my way to Chicago. I'm in the airport going back with this fool. Boom, boom. I want this, I want that. And I'm creating it in the airport. And I remember I was in Chicago.
So he's just throwing you ideas?
Yeah. And third floor, I'll never forget this. Right?
You in Chi-Town?
I'm in Chicago.
Birthday weekend or what?
Birthday weekend.
Oh, no.
Homie's taking on.
I was getting tattooed later that day. Shorty's getting pretty in the other room. Yeah. We got tacos on the kitchen table. Hey. We're third story. Nah, it's an Airbnb.
Hell yeah.
The view is dope, city, whatever. I'm chilling. It was just a good moment. Vibes are going, and I'm going back and forth with him still. And I'm creating the art cover in this room. I finish it. He loves it. And it was just surreal because I was in Chicago, my dream city. I was doing what I love.
Dude, you almost had like an extra battery plugged into you.
Crazy.
Just by being out there alone.
And probably like a month later, he just randomly dropped a song and tagged my personal. He follows my personal. And it was just like the coolest moment. And it was that realization of like it's possible to not only reach these fools, but to do work with them. And it was free. I mean,
dude, who cares,
whatever,
bro?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just the idea that it's on his catalog.
That's
forever.
more of like just a way of an eye-opening moment for you to realize
this can do this.
Yeah, there's potential out there that's untapped.
Right.
And even right now, like sky's the limit.
Right.
But at the same time, you have to seize every moment that's presented itself to you. If you're caught sleeping, that moment might never come back.
Dude, I was gonna do our cover for Dizzy Wright, but I didn't respond. Well, it was confirmed, but I responded like 3 days later, and like it was already done.
See, there's things like that.
Facts,
dude. You don't realize it, but if you have that mindset, even just in life, without just living, like if you're not like fully looking people in their eye when they're talking to you, like little as micro things as that. The best things in life might just surpass you.
That's right. Being in the moment.
Yeah. Who knows, bro? You might meet some old lady at Walmart. Hey, have you guys heard that song, God's Beer, or God is Great, the Beer is Good, or what is it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you might just meet some old guy at the bar and just have a good night with him. Next day, you wake up a millionaire. That's like the best case scenario, but I'm just saying, like, you shouldn't have that in mind, but you should have that same mindset of anything good can happen today. Life-changing.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because people just sleep on every day. Like, when is my big moment gonna come? When am I gonna win the lottery?
I hate that person.
When am I? But they're sleeping. They're not awake. Maybe all those. Yeah. Maybe God's throwing them lines every day, and they're literally just looking the opposite way.
Real shit.
You gotta take the bait when it's there.
It's like being in the moment, man. There's what I'm finding out, like where I'm at, like stuff like for work and stuff is, you know, we get events, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of like in life we have events through the day we go through, you know?
Yeah.
For me, I'm always, I stay ahead of it, right? Stay ahead of each event, but like to get this event done, you got to be kind of in the moment, you know?
Yeah.
Right. And for me, like I've kind of had that realization, and things click for me, is like I haven't finished this event, but I'm already looking to what's next.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already screwing something up here that I'm probably missing that's important.
Right.
And like it's like in life, man. Like
that's real shit.
Take a deep breath.
Conversations
and just,
like that too, man.
You know, like I think that like even with you, man, like the same kind of thing is just like staying in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta apply that to everything, bro. I was at a wedding a couple months ago, and I'm not, you know, I could groove, I could dance, whatever, right?
Oh, yeah,
but
it's like breaking it down, dude.
I might.
You know, I just play something for
real shit. But it was funny because there was a moment where, you know, she wanted to dance. Hey, I wanted to dance too, but I don't. In front of other people, I just get a little weird, right?
Yeah.
But I remember sitting back like, yo, I need to be in the moment, and I need to be out there dancing even if I look dumb. And it's funny because me and Shorty we were like stepping over each other's toes here and there. Just like, you know, we're trying to figure it out. And I think that's the key to life, bro. Is you just gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
You gotta make yourself vulnerable.
Facts.
You know, think about every useful life lesson you've ever learned in life. What came before that? Failure.
Facts.
Being embarrassed.
Yeah.
You know, falling, you know, asking a dumb question where everyone in the class is like, dude, you didn't know that?
Who's Stormman?
Yeah, dude, you're stupid. But you're never going to forget that after that day, right?
Facts. And you know what? That's a good point to bring up because one of my main goals, you know, when that one kid doesn't want to answer a question that everybody knows, that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You know, so when it comes to Own the Day and these messages that I'm putting out there, I know we all feel the same way.
Yeah.
That's why I'm able to connect with so many people because I'm the one up front saying, yo, this is what it is. This is how we feel.
Exactly.
It's not a me thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's why the brand is growing so beautifully. It's because like people are like, oh, I feel that same way. I need that. Right. And you know, the shirts are a revenue thing. You know, I'm not too into fashion. I'm not too into whatever. The shirts is strictly for revenue, and it's for me to get my name out there. Right. It's the messages on the shirts that you really got to be paying attention to.
Hey man, you got to lay each stone by your hand, and that's just one of them.
Brick by brick. Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to be at the top of those stairs that you're building right now, but you know that each one is necessary to make it there, right? Mm-hmm. So right now you're just laying brick by brick, and you know, like you said, day by day, brick by brick, you're gonna make it. Right. You know, and what does make it mean? You know, what does make
I
it?
hate making it.
Is it a number? Yeah. Is it a status?
Or is it a gig?
See,
is it like?
It isn't anything. So for you, as soon as you make it something, that's when it's nothing.
I think for me, like,
you know, not worth anything.
Like making it, I hate that.
I hate that.
But
too.
making it to me is full-time creativity, financially free, not rich, but financially free, happy with the French bulldog.
Hell yeah.
I'm set, bro. I don't need much. You know, for me, someone I think Kenny Beats was talking about. He's like, bro, if you're trying to get money, don't go into art. Right. Like, well, you know, like I know people who are like, oh, I make music because I want to make money.
Tell that to the person who made the NFT that sold for $5 million last week.
Facts, and that's even crazier. That's crazier. You know, so like some people create for the wrong reasons. You know.
Yeah, a year ago that person's probably looked at like an idiot, but now they're freaking walking on cloud nine.
And here's how I feel. NFTs are cool.
Shout out to Island Boy.
But do I want one? No.
I don't know what the hell
I'd want to make one, but like why? I don't.
Yeah. So when they explain to me that, I mean, obviously we all get the gist of it, right?
I don't know.
It's a piece of art that you specifically own the right to. It's like an internet signature that says I own this.
Facts.
But what people aren't talking about is it's a blockchain. Right. So a blockchain can lead to anything. You know, a blockchain can, you know, who knows what it could lead to in the future. Right. So if you get the rights to some super, I mean, it's too early to tell.
Right.
No, it's like Pokemon
it's
cards.
Crazy.
No one knew anyone was going to give a shit about Pokemon cards down the road. But now Charizard's selling for $8 million. So that was serious? The NFTs of our time.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Literally.
But it's too hard to tell. That's why I'm like, that's a rich man's game, dude.
You definitely have to have money to play.
Exactly. So to buy a Bored Ape.
What is it? What is an NFT? So it's just a piece of the
internet? An NFT is literally like let's say this Faces album cover all moved in some way. You buy as an NFT. In the metaverse or the digital space, you can like place your NFT on a shelf. Or like, let's say you walk into your homie's crib, he has NFTs just all over the place.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand it or get it either. I think I don't want to be the old man to it, but I also feel like I know better.
Mm-hmm.
I know better. It's like I'd rather invest into something physical.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be dropping, let's say, 15 grand on an NFT, nah, fool. I'm going to the car lot and getting something crazy.
Dude, think about this though.
Yeah.
Because like obviously now you can look up Google Images anything, and any images you look up to, you know that's not the owner of whatever image it is, but you know that the image is there. What's the difference? What about when the metaverse fully takes off and you can go into galleries,
right?
And the only place that gallery is available is in the person who owns it. You know what I mean?
It's a crazy concept.
I'm just thinking of like the most crazy scenario that you could possibly think of.
My homie's trying to get me to hop on his NFT train.
Hey, dude.
I'm like,
hey, throw a quarter in the machine. See, you never know when it might pay off.
Yeah, facts.
I like that.
You know?
Yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip. Everyone's like,
it's worth it. I mean, if you can do it, why not?
Facts.
I physically, I mean, I do have the time. I just am too tired to put in the time to create one.
Well, dude, the folks who are selling NFTs for over anything over, in my opinion, $1,000 is a lot for an NFT. But the fools who are selling it for 20, 50 million.
Yeah, OBJ sold it for $2 million.
See, and all it is culture. You're just buying culture. It's another way of fashion, right? 2 years ago, you see a guy wearing water boots to a concert, you think they're on crack. Now Kanye West wearing them, everyone loves them.
Oh, dude.
So, like, you don't know when something's going to be worth something down the road. You know? You
water boots.
Exactly, right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, it's the most ridiculous thing ever.
The other day I was at work, and I saw this girl, I'm not even lying. This girl had pink rain boots up to her thighs, like, high up. And I was just looking at her like, man, it's 90 outside. Like, what are you, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't get it. But like, they looked kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so that's kind of how I've always operated, though, and that's why I kind of connect to Kanye a lot, too, is because I can connect and identify with people who just make their own waves regardless of what anyone thinks.
I like that too.
So, and that's part of why we even did this podcast, is we're gonna be ourselves no matter what anyone thinks. Whether there's 1 viewer or 1,000 viewers, I'm gonna still bust this guy's balls. We're gonna talk about whatever we feel.
Hey, yo.
You know, we're gonna say whatever we want. And it's not even just about the podcast, but just in life. Yeah. And that's like why a lot of like the musicians I follow, we were talking, even some of the artists that we follow, they're like super weird. And I was even telling you, like, I didn't like following some of them until like people hated on them.
Yeah.
And it was almost like a curiosity thing, you know? Like, if everyone is hating on someone, I like want to like be an investigator, and I'm like, well, why?
Yeah, why?
You know,
ask the question.
You know, I want to find out for myself. Do I agree with everyone else, or is everyone just all about the hype?
Yeah.
So it's almost like a weird little self-discovery.
We got the hate too now.
We're getting the hate.
Have you guys got an ATG hater out there?
We do.
Hey, it's all
you
good.
do?
We don't talk about it.
We don't talk about it.
We got
let's talk about
it. No.
I'm just kidding.
Because they're friends now. They jumped on the train.
The ops.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
You know, it's all good because...
It's not real hate, though. We're just talking.
There's some on the day haters out there. And
that's what I was about to ask. Yeah,
I've had a couple funny things happen. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I know I'm doing something.
That's
right.
Exactly.
The first time someone took a shot at the brand, it was fucking hilarious because that's the last thing they ever came out with. And it's kind of...
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and I put in mad work since then. So I think
It's just a way for them. They're trying to skip steps, right? They're trying to use you for clout so they can look you up, like how I said I look people up, and see if maybe people can grasp onto what they're selling.
Well, the cool thing about it is their entire base came to me. Because I knew the guy.
Yeah, of course.
And they knew us. So when they saw that, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Frankie's Starman's. Don't hate on that. I got a lot of love afterwards from that, and haven't heard from that since. So it's like, even someone taking a shot at someone else for trying.
Right.
That's lame to me.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
But dude, so what if they get people to jump on their wagon for doing that? So then what? They're going to just make their whole identity and their whole career based off of hating other people?
It's lame.
You know? You don't want to be a magnet for that.
Right.
And there is a niche, dude. There's people in life that make a whole career off of hating.
You know,
and everyone loves that. But dude, think about it. This is what I think of it. And this is like what the internet has like allowed.
Yeah.
Like everyone in their school had that one kid who was just a freaking hater, dude.
Yeah.
Who no one liked, outcast, talked crap about everyone. He didn't care. This is just, no matter what, I'm gonna burn the world down with me.
Yeah.
But the internet allowed each and every one of those little schools to all, now they can all form a group. Now what happens when they got a group? Now they're like, we're gonna all band together, right? We hate it. And then that's like where haters come from, right? Like it's just a group of people, a group of outcasts who are just trying to get any type of self-recognition they can. You know, in any way they can. Even if it means bringing down someone.
One thing that I always smile back on is, so they created a sticker, right? That's all I'm gonna say. And I remember I was talking to Adam Astro.
He's pretty cool.
And he told me the realest shit ever. He's like, bro, I'd be mad if I wasn't on that list. I said, that's a goddamn fact. You know, like it was like the biggest realization to me. I was like, yo, I was on that list. Hey, word up, I've only been doing this a year. That's what's up.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I wish I had one of those. It'd be cool to like have. But you know, I think when you find the root of my biggest thing lately is finding the root to not problems, but just things in life. It's like jealousy. It's like, what is jealousy? It's like envy and jealousy kind of put together, or like self-hate, or sometimes it's just people being insecure about themselves. And finding the root of that, it's like, oh, I'm not even mad at that fool because he probably got some other shit going on.
I'm in the same place
you
right now.
Yeah.
What people are putting out, what people are projecting, that's exactly what they feel on the inside. So if you're projecting hate, you probably hate yourself in a way.
Yeah.
But you want everyone else to feel that too. Because you don't want to be the only one that feels that, right?
Right.
So you're going to like make everyone feel like that because I feel like that. You all should feel like that too.
It's crazy.
You know? And it's sad. That's why you almost kind of like...
Kind of feel bad.
You sympathize in a way. You're not looking at them as like... You're looking at them more as a human being that's hurt more than a human being who is malicious.
Yeah. My solution was like, yo, I'm about to go so hard, no one's going to know who this fool is.
I'm about to be started.
And that's exactly. Hey, and like to revamp 2.5 years with this project that's coming out.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, speaking of St. Patty's, you guys ever seen a pot of gold?
Right here, dude.
I just witnessed it, bro.
Pot of gold. You know, I'm like that guy who's at a coffee shop with his computer. I'm that guy.
Hell yeah, dude.
Let me get my macchiato.
Hey, dude.
The same dude without the
Easy on the foam. Tell him.
Hey, no ice.
Yeah, no ice.
Starbucks always messes up my order.
I just to see what they do. I say
you
shake.
support local, dude.
For real, facts.
I love local coffee, dude. Especially here now.
Shout out to Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas, Zendo, Slow Burn.
Brandon, honestly, he's a coffee enthusiast.
Wow, I love coffee too.
I am, dude.
Where's your spot?
Lately, dude, it's been Zendo.
Local?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's on 2nd.
Oh wow.
It's on 2nd next to like that museum thing.
That's a cool name.
Zendo.
Zendo's.
Slow Burn. Shout out Slow Burn.
Slow Burn's tight. I like Little Bear.
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thompson. I've never been there.
Dude, I had the crazy... I'm going to just say it right now. Hopefully I don't see him in person again, but I'm going to just say this. So, you said Little Bear?
Yeah.
So, were you with me that one time?
I don't know.
With Keith Jardine?
Oh, yeah.
So, do you know who Keith Jardine is?
Nah.
He's like a UFC fighter.
He's one of the most famous UFC fighters, like, back in the day. You know, if you follow UFC pretty religiously, you'll know who Keith Jardine is.
Gotcha.
He's even in movies and shit.
Dope.
He resides in New Mexico.
So you guys just hanging out?
No, so I walk in with my sister. She wants to meet me. She's never in Albuquerque. We get coffee.
Right.
And dude, I can recognize any UFC. Like, I love UFC. I love MMA. I see Keith right away. I'm like, yo, Keith? I'm like, you Keith Jardine? He's like, yeah, dude. I'm like, well, what's up, bro? Whatever. And I say what's up to him. And so I go, you know, I'm ordering coffee. And as I'm ordering coffee, I'm like looking at Keith. And dude, so my sister is like 18 maybe at the time. He's just like eyeballing her, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just totally like no. Like, he met me and he was just like looking at, dude, and she was so young, bro. It was like creepy, bro.
So you almost had to take on this UFC
No. So like in my head, I'm like, damn, Keith Jardine's a creep.
Yeah.
Kind of. And hey, she was 18, Keith. So, you know, if you're ever guest down the road,
don't be a weirdo.
But, you know, at the time as a brother, regardless, I was like kind of feeling protective.
Yeah, you got to be protective.
So here's the story. Here's like the point. So I go back to a little bit, right? With my boy Martin Laguna. And I had only been there that one other time, right?
Facts.
So I walk in and, you know, we're about to order coffee and I'm telling my boy, I'm like, dude, last time I was here, I was all, dude, guess who was here? He's like, oh, I was all, Keith Jardine. I'm like, yeah, dude, he was kind of creeping on my sister, bro. It made me feel uncomfortable. So we're ordering.
What the fuck?
And I like with the corner of my eye, I noticed like a freaking, looks like the White Hulk.
Yeah.
And I look over, dude, and it's Keith, dude. It's Keith again, dude. And he's just sitting there on his computer, dude, and I just see like a side vein coming out of his neck. And I know he heard me.
Yeah.
And he's just like trying to just play it cool. And then I notice him, and then I'm like, so having a little freak out moment. I'm like, I'm about to get killed on spot. You know? And so I go back and we sit down and Keith gets up and he's like walking to the restroom. And I didn't even want to look at him because I'm just like, I know this guy could kill me. Like, I could give him my all and he could probably just squish my head.
Yeah.
And I'm just like looking, whatever. And my buddy Laguna's looking at him. And Laguna said when he walked by, he was just looking at me like, death, dude. And he went to the restroom. But nothing ever came of it.
Oh, I'm taking that guy out.
Hey.
I'm taking him out.
Nothing ever came of it. I mean, if I had to, I would do what I had to do. But I'm just saying, anytime you say anything about anyone, that's just a lesson for me that they could be in that room.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And in my case, it was a killer.
That's crazy. I mean, I probably would have tried to avoid eye contact too, but I don't know.
Dude, you ain't. I mean, it wasn't.
I don't know him, so you could.
It wasn't my place to talk crap to him, but it wasn't my place to look at him and be like, "Yeah, what's up, bro? You looking at?" You know?
Yeah.
Like, it was too far ago. If he hit me on my shoulder, obviously I would like.
I'm taking him out, dude.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm just gonna avoid this conflict at all costs.
The camera's gonna come out, I'm kicking out a knee.
Damn.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Dude, imagine.
What's that?
No, but that was like my little lesson. Like, you never know who's gonna be. That's why I don't go to coffee shops no more. No, I'm just kidding.
I had a moment when I was little where there was just like this goofy kid, and I remember one of my good friends at the time was like, he was a bully. He was, but he was my best friend. He's like, hey, what do you think of so and so? I was like, yo, the fool's lame as fuck. And then I'm like in 5th grade, so I'm cussing and all this
Frankie's
shit.
all stomp that mother.
I'm like, a fool sucks.
Curb stop.
Hey, real shit. He was behind me, and he said it to like he knew what I was gonna say, so he wanted him to.
Oh, dude,
you know?
set you up.
Yeah. It is what it is. But I remember that moment. I was like, fuck. Like I felt bad, but it was like it came from the heart.
Yeah.
Real shit.
It came from the heart.
But it's still like it's not a good thing to always.
It's just good to just be aware, you know.
Right.
That's why I'm like real careful what I say on like social media. I'm not like dividing, you know.
Yeah.
Like some people like they just love like saying like anything dividing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, why like split like your friend group in half when you don't have to?
Yeah.
That's why I hated the election time.
Oh, dude, that was awful.
It was just horrible, dude. Like, if you're, you know, I had friends on both sides, and I'm like...
I've never seen the world so divided
sucks,
last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
It was not cool, man. It just made me, like, realize, like, how shallow, like, human beings can be. You know, we're over here, there's people getting divorces over 2 human beings they've never met in their life. You know? No one really knows who they are in person.
Or what they listen to.
Yeah. We only... Exactly. We only know what they show us on television. So it's like, what are we going to do?
They ain't bumping Wiz.
The only content I trust is World Star. No, I'm just kidding.
The only content?
Street Leaps. Just kidding.
No, Wiz.
Hey, speaking of Wiz, bro, you've been on the train for a while, huh?
Oh, I've been bumping Wiz since a very young age, bro. I grew up on that.
You were throwing me some songs I've never even...
Yeah,
I could do it all night, too. Yeah, I for me, Wiz, like... Wiz put me on the game to how to be, like, independent, stay true, stay player. Like, he taught me how... He just taught me... I think Wiz has always been in my life when I needed it. You know, you always got that artist...
You said you have a song for every moment, or every mood you're in.
Every moment, mood, whatever it is, I have a Wiz song for it. I mean, I have a song for it all, but Wiz, like, I can play that day in, day out.
Yeah. I was telling him that's, like what Cudi is to me, kind of.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know,
I feel the same way.
And Kanye too, but Cudi more. Cudi got me through more dark times.
Yeah, for sure.
And at the same time, I discovered Cudi was when I was in my lowest point.
I like.
So he was almost like a best friend who was like,
yo,
a friend that I never met, but that I connected with.
You know what? I actually the Underachievers. You guys know who they are?
Is it a group of
musicians? It's a duo. Musicians, and they got me through a lot of the toughest times, and like Pro Era got me. I feel like Wiz put me on to like real player shit, like real boss shit, like real handle business type things, and Joey Badass and Pro Era put me on to like the spirituality of things, and like Capital Steve's put me on to like the whole 4-7. That's why 4-7's involved in throughout the whole brand. Like even estimated 2047 on the hoodies is like. It's just a cool way of get people talking, and his biggest thing was like the 4-7 looked like a swastika, so he wanted to make that the logo to get people talking. So it's just like a way of like being inspired by other people and just putting it in your own world. And for the Underachievers,
you could dabble with controversy, but if you know what you're rooted in, then you got nothing to worry about.
Yep. These fools are like, what's estimated 2047? It's not established yet.
Should get out the Mayan calendar.
Nah, yo, check this.
He's all, that's when Trump's gonna win it. Like, I'm
so, do you know how like people wear vintage, and they wear like 1870s Durango vintage jacket? One I got, right?
Why are we all only looking back? Why not looking forward?
So imagine being in 2047, rocking a shirt up to date, but you got it in 2021.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty bad.
So it's just a cool way of like. Doing it different, because everyone's always asking
your own
about
throwback in the present.
Facts. See, facts.
So it's like no one's ever done that. I've never seen someone that's been rocking 47.
You know,
since 2022.
Because I think 2018, 19 looks corny. Like to me, it doesn't seem established. It's only been 3 years. So to put another mystery behind myself and own the day, it's like I want nobody to know where we started.
Yeah, for sure.
Just know.
And you don't see that's the thing that so many creators make a mistake is they feel like they got to explain themselves on everything they do right away.
I'm trying to step away from that
because if you look at like some of the best creators, they let you discover shit on your own about them. They know that their fan base is smart.
Right.
Like, we're smart. You can discover something yourself. If you're not smart enough to discover, like, a little softball thing they're throwing at you, then you ain't about it.
Right.
So, like, by you doing little things like that, little Easter eggs, you know that it's going to catch fire with the real ones.
Oh, my God. It's crazy, bro. I've had multiple people who, let's say we're discussing, for instance, the Shut Up and Roll Up design. When I was still creating it, I was at a pop-up, and some guy was like, oh, this looks like those old vintage marijuana banning posters. I was like, oh, cool, that's where it was inspired from.
Yeah.
And with, what was the other one he mentioned? Oh, the, when I did the Bad But Girl design, the Bad But Good, and it was a girl with devil horns.
Yeah.
someone was like, "Oh, that reminds me of the girl skateboard brand."
Yeah.
I was like, "Bingo, that's where I got it from." So I've literally hit the dot on people who know exactly what I'm talking about. They get the references, they get the little swing balls, and I'm throwing at them, and that's the beauty of it. Because I know I'm doing something right when I do that.
For sure. And that's like part of you expressing yourself is you want people. That's the only way that you can truly connect to other people, is by doing things like that, to get the references, to get you know.
Yeah.
Like,
those are the people I connect with the most.
Familiar but new.
Yeah.
Like for me, I don't listening to new music is tough because I have a tough ear, and if it doesn't have the qualities of music that I like, I'm probably gonna shut it out. But when I find new music, I find that it's familiar, but it's new.
Yeah, I got that.
That's one of the reasons why Travis Scott became one of my favorite creators, because he was birthed from Kanye and Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah.
You know, like you can see. I mean, when I'm hearing his songs, I'm almost not even hearing him. I'm like, this is Cudi inspired. You know, or I'm hearing it. I'm like, oh, like this is 808 and Heartbreaks. You know, and he even fully admits that.
Oh yeah.
You know, so like it's kind of cool to see, to recognize like what they were inspired by. Yeah. And you almost kind of go through that experience with them, and it makes you like them even more because you can like relate to it more.
It's a blessing, bro.
Yeah. And it's crazy that we're getting at that age where we're seeing artists birth from artists that we grew up with.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
like as a inspo.
Yeah, like Travis is like a generation behind us, but Kanye and Cudi are like our generation. I mean, my generation. I'm a little older than you guys, but like when I was in high school, I was bumping Wiz, Kanye, Cudi, and Mac. Cudi. So Kid, Kanye, Cudi, Mac. And those were like and Joey Badass. Facts. Joey Badass and Chance came like my freshman year of college in like 2012. So like I got to see Chance at El Rey.
Oh, dope.
I got to see Kendrick at El Rey. So like the good thing about like the El Rey is they bring artists before they're mainstream. Right. And I was just that's why I love the El Rey so much, is because I knew that these artists, what they were going to become. But I'm like, I get an opportunity to see these guys before they pop out. Kendrick never came back to New Mexico after the El Rey. Not at the El Rey though. No, he's like one and done at the El Rey. Facts. Like after swimming pools and all that, there's no way you're gonna ever get a scene like that.
You know I love.
So like that's why
I saw him pretty up close.
Pull up, drink. You know what that song reminds me of? That pull up drink song reminds me of Skate City. Hey, Shorty or song.
Dude, Kendrick. So I've been to multiple concerts, raves, everything at El Rey. I was like obsessed with just music. I mean, I still am. But at the time, I was like locked in, and Chance, obviously, Joey, all those guys, Isaiah Rashad, all those guys came from there. But Kendrick was the most insane concert I've ever seen at the El Rey. Dope. I mean, Mom, shut this off. We're talking multiple girls with their bras and shirts off, stage diving in the crowd. There's multiple, everyone stage diving. Kendrick is just like throwing down the house.
You see this fool with the shirt off, all
like, hey. No, I think I had my Schoolboy Q mask on, like with the oxymoron. We're going hard.
I was at that concert.
That concert was sick.
I was at that one. I've been to a lot, bro.
I think that was seeing Travis and Kendrick perform when I went to the Staples Center and watched them. Dude,
was that
It's for the dance
Staples
floor.
Center?
Arizona?
No, it was at L.A.
Oh, LA.
That's where the Lakers play.
I knew it was West.
Which is the one that's in New York?
Madison.
That's like
that'd
the
be crazy.
time.
I've never been over there.
Yeah, me either. I want to go to Chi-Town this summer though. I think I'm gonna go.
Fell in love out there, man. It's a beautiful city.
See the bean?
Took a bean, saw the bean.
Off the Molly. No. I was there for a weekend. It was like so life changing, and it's coming up on a year. So part of me is like, my birthday's in June. I gotta go harder.
You gotta go back.
It was actually, I'm not even gonna go there.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
We talked about it a little bit.
I'm not gonna go there, but
it sounded like a good weekend though.
I want to do something this year. Just fun as fuck, dude. I'm probably gonna get tatted in like a month, so I'll have that before.
In June, you said?
That's my birthday, June 8th.
Nice.
Gemini, baby.
Hell yeah.
Gemini team.
We're exactly like a month apart.
Facts.
Yeah, I'm May. So speaking of like, so you said that happened a year ago? It's crazy. So tonight marks a year Laguna just told me tonight marks a year we drank this. So
my
boy went to Thailand, right?
Oh.
And he came back with this shooter, this big ass shooter.
The
It had a cobra in it.
Shut the fuck up.
With like tequila or something in it, but a real cobra, like a
little baby cobra, dude. It was real.
Do you hallucinate when you drink it?
Huh?
You hallucinate when you drink it, or eat it?
I'll tell you the side effects and stuff. But he had it for like a year, and the whole time he's going through med school, he's like, "Yo, when I graduate med school, he's all this is us." He had it like on his mantle.
Yeah.
And I would look at it every day, every time I party with him. I'm like,
I think it's scary.
I'm like, this is the night we're gonna die if we ever take this. Because you're looking at this snake and you're like, am I going to get
poison? It's like
poison?
floating in there, dude.
Yeah, it's like a cobra. I'm like, are we going to drink its poison? Like, and so, dude, sure enough, homeboy threw a med school party, and he just whips it out of his pocket, dude. And this is after, like, several drinks to where you would even think about doing it. And he's like, we're going to drop this right now.
Okay.
And he literally rips the wrapper off and just slams half, dude. And once I see him go all in, I'm like, I guess I'm gonna die with the homie tonight, dude. And just slam it, dude. I'm talking the grossest shot I've ever taken in my life. Grossest. And the side effects, bro, I can't go into details, but the side effects were just, my blood was like pumping for like a week straight.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like Googling it after. I'm like, am I gonna die? Dude, I went home, dude. I had tachycardia.
You go to your homie, you're all check my.
Yeah, dude, we're both checking each other's pulses. I'm all, you're the doctor. But
Josh at
no,
the IV.
I think around this time marks like traditions, like a year, like
traditions.
Yeah, speaking of tradition, I don't want anyone to blow up again though. I'll make you have that tradition.
Cool.
All right.
For when you come back.
Next time I'll have like.
Honestly, as soon as you told me to do it, I was like, "There's some. I don't know if this is a good idea."
Dude, yeah. Dude, stop.
That was so crazy. Stop. Yeah, I'm kind of like a city boy, bro. Oh shit!
Don't poke your eye out, dude.
Dude, were you shredding with us that one day we had the Sender vision? We had the
you do be
ATG
shredding
glasses
in the,
that were the onesies.
It was like that.
I lost them, dude.
You do be shredding in the Las Vegas sweater.
Yeah, I do be shredding. You see that bit?
Love.
Maybe we'll post it after this.
I'm trying to do so Las Vegas was cool because we were in Vegas for a week. Maybe a week and a half, but like we were.
Damn, that's a long time.
Dog, we paid $100 for stay.
Damn, that's not bad at all.
For a week.
That's not bad at all.
On the strip?
Mile from the strip.
That's not bad.
It would have been like at least a band, like.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say.
And it's usually like
I stayed there 6 nights one time, and I almost
How much
died.
was it?
I don't remember. It was for EDC. I don't know. It was
He's all
blank.
Just take my card.
But
that's a good amount of time though to get good content.
Dude, it was like some movie. I think that's kind of where my friends started to see it as something bigger and some like real production shit. Like, bro, I had models meet me. Shout out to D and Milla. I had models meet me at the hotel. I had a photographer, videographer meet me at the hotel. I'm like, yo, of course we've already talked. I want to do this. These days I want to do that. Boom, boom, boom. Keep in mind, we just met. So I'm trusting these fools. My whole release, Shorty, I'm helping her put together the outfit, and I'm with my brother, and we're all matching. And I was like, all right, let's hit the strip. And it was like the most surreal moment. Like, we were like a real production team, and everyone was looking at us like, oh, what is this? My homie, being the handyman of the shoot, he was kind of chopping it up. Oh, this is what we're doing. Oh, take a card. Like, here's a business card. Well, I'm like, hey,
working.
Do this, do that.
Right.
Homie's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And really moved as a unit. And, we shot out there. I was graphic designing out there. We released out there. It was a beautiful thing. So, the Lost In series is like a continuous thing. So, the next one is, I think, Lost in OB, which is Ocean Beach, San Diego.
That'd be dope.
So the goal this time around...
Is that near Mission Beach, kind of? Yeah, I love San Diego.
Near.
San Diego's fresh. It's clean.
Facts.
It's cleaner.
So the goal this time is to go there, visit, make connections. I already know some people out there. Do my thing. Come up with a design. And then go back.
Fully inspired, out there, create.
Facts.
I like that.
Because the Vegas
so you're
one,
fully indulging yourself, immersing yourself in the scene.
Yeah, like I want to.
How can you create Lost in San Diego when you're not there on the beach and being inspired by that shit?
Well, that's the thing is like I want to go out there and take what I felt. Because the Lost in Vegas sticker, it was about being, or the whole project, it was about being lost in a familiar place. I've been to Vegas a bunch of times, but I never know where the hell I'm at when I go. It's kind of how it is personally sometimes. So with this one, it's a different approach because I want to do, I don't know what I want the graphic to look like. I have to get inspired out there.
See, that's
cool.
I like that. But it's going to be so cool because when I go back, we're going to have teas. We're going to have the new shit. We're going to do a release. We're going to do a pop-up on the beach. Maybe someone knows a guy who owns a coffee shop. Maybe I could run a rack for 2 days. Or just really network, bro, and just put myself out there. It's like the whole goal.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for that Lost in Budke edition.
Oh, no. So I won't do Lost in Budke. It would be... I would end the series with Found and Budke.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Albuquerque would be the last one I ever do.
Yeah.
Which, that could never come.
Hey.
I could just continue it on, you know what I mean? Like, so imagine like Lost in Miami, Lost in Vice City, Lost in fucking Compton, Lost in
Knockouts.
Lost Found at Knockouts. You know what I mean?
God.
Support
John Jones.
Support local. Support your locals, man.
Yeah, dude, support your
They
locals.
gotta make a penny too.
Hey, dude, we're all on a mission.
Found at Knockouts. Real shit.
Oh,
hell yeah, I like that. I didn't know that was a series.
Yeah, it was.
I do have that. Let me bust that out.
Yeah,
dude,
bust it out.
Let me see if I go.
Like, I think it would be a dope. Yeah, I think San Diego would be dope, dude.
San Diego's gonna be dope. I want to do AZ. Lost in Tempe would be dope.
Dude, Scottsdale.
Lost in Scottsdale. Like, what the fuck? Lost in Oregon.
I was about to say Portland, dude.
Lost in Chicago. Like, the possibility is really endless.
Lost in Against the Grain Studio.
Yeah, that shit's fly.
Dude, that is sick. Let me see the back. I haven't seen this.
There's a video of me shredding hard with this.
Yeah, this is like, I dropped this like 2 years ago.
Sweatshirt on.
Check it out.
Oh, I have seen this.
So, you know, she has a third eye, which is a tradition I do. There's diamonds in there. I like diamonds.
Bro, I like the quote, lost the cards you were dealt.
Oh, my dad tells me that. He's like, bro, like, this is the hand you're dealt. Like, I would never trade my cards. And that's kind of the whole vibe. Is like, even if someone's more successful, more handsome, more money, which is not true.
Right. Shut up.
You never trade your cards in.
Nah,
that's kind of the whole goal.
Exactly.
I actually really love that whole project.
Unless it's now. I'm just kidding.
I wear mine. I almost wore mine here.
This is dope. I like the back.
For sure.
Oh, the shirt goes crazy. I
didn't realize how much of your shit I got.
You got two pieces now? Three now?
Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I feel like I have
I left my beanie at Shorty's crib, so I can't wear it.
I feel like I got a... Yeah,
if you see this, I need that beanie.
So much time has passed. What did you say? You got what?
Left my Las Vegas beanie at
girl's house. We'll go after. We'll go get it for you. Got your back.
Got your back?
Need that beanie.
Hey, new series, Lost at My Ex's.
Lost at My Ex's. My future ex-wife.
My ex is living Texas.
Lost in Sal Padre. You ever been to Padre?
No.
I've been there twice, bro, and I feel like I could go there and do the same shit.
Lost in Nashville, dude.
Hey.
Feel me?
Lost in Padre is gonna be the same chick with a couple little...
Actually, I actually made the design already. When I was already out there,
for real?
I took a morning to myself because I was with like a 10-person group. We got fucking 12-story penthouses, crazy.
Just to be out there around that time is insane.
Nuts. But I took a morning to myself. I was like, let me go to the beach. Let me get inspired. And I created the design for the Lost in Padre. But will it ever come out? I don't know.
He's like, thong on the floor. Half roach on the floor.
Dong, fucking
like
chopo.
Naked girl in the beach.
When Alan wakes up, dude. So his tone is, dude.
Mike Tyson.
For real.
That's cool, bro.
That's beautiful.
No, that's
hey,
sick,
man,
dude.
You're just, and you know, just from knowing you and the time period I have, you're full of inspiration, creativity. And I see that you're having fun with it.
That's facts.
It's not work to you, and if it is work to you, it's work putting up with, right?
That's
you
facts.
know, Jimi Hendrix said it. No, Bob Marley said it. You know, we're all gonna be hurt, but you know, fall in love with the things that hurt you the most and are worth putting up with.
Yeah, he says.
You know what I mean?
What is worth being? What is it worth, like, dealing with something or some shit like that? I love that quote.
See, and that's, I mean, if you got to deal with some you know, hardships, whatever, it's worth it. You know, you're already having fun, you're doing it, and you have a vision, and the vision keeps changing.
Yeah.
You know, you're not like, this is, you know, X marks the spot. You're a full creative person.
Yeah, for sure.
And an engineer that you are. The journey never stops.
You know what's crazy is everyone's like
Unless you get 5 mil. Hey.
And I'm blessed, but people always are like, you have a vision, and I don't. I know I'm like a visionary person, but I've never had to say it. So the fact that people consistently tell me that, it's like the biggest blessing, because I know that they see it too.
Right. And hey, your vision can come day to day.
Serios.
Comes full circle, right?
Facts.
You gotta own that shit.
Serio.
Shout out to Frankie.
Hey,
appreciate you guys.
Hey, drop your website real quick. We'll put it in the bio.
OwnTheDay47. Catch me on Instagram. OwnTheDay47.com. The new collection drops in like 3 weeks.
That's free.
Keep an eye out. You know the vibes. Starman shit.
Yo, it's a Starman world. We just live